3 trends in print on demand you need to be paying attention to. Let's do it. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're brand new here, my name's Kerry and I wanna say a big thank you for watching this video today. Let's jump in. Today I wanna talk to you about 3 trends that I'm seeing in print on demand. These have been gaining traction maybe over the last year, couple years in different cases, but I wanna cover these today and hopefully spark some ideas for you, give you some inspiration, how you can grow your sales in your business by maybe using some of these trends and tools that we're gonna talk about. So let's do it. The first trend is of course AI or artificial intelligence. And specifically, I think AI art is something you should really be paying close attention to. There are so many benefits of using AI to generate some of your art. If you're not familiar with what I'm even talking about, there are new AI softwares that have come out in the last 6 months or so that allow you to enter text and generate unique and copyright-free art. It's really, really cool. And I'll talk about some tools that I like in just a moment, but there are so many benefits to doing this. Number one, the art in most cases can be way, way better than anything I could create or a lot of us could create if you're not a really great artist or you're not great with Photoshop and those kind of things. So it creates pretty amazing art. Now there is some limitations. For one, you can't really do text at this point, so you're not gonna be able to generate text. And two, a lot of times things come out with extra toes or extra limbs and different things like that. So you kind of gotta finesse it and learn to work it a little bit. But in most cases, especially depending on the software you're using, I've been able to create some amazing art that works really well with print on demand, with apparel designs. And if you take those designs and plug them into a program like Canva or even Photoshop, you can then add your text and you can do some pretty amazing things. So AI is a huge trend I think you should be using and be jumping on. It'll allow you to inexpensively create art quickly and be able to create way more designs quickly, which is a huge benefit to us as print on demand sellers. So let's talk about a couple quick tools that I would recommend you use for AI art. The first one, and definitely my favorite one, is called Midjourney. Now Midjourney operates right here inside of the Discord app, and all you do right here is you type in a prompt down here at the bottom of what you want to see. Now I did a quick example here just to kind of show you something cool. I went out on Etsy and I was looking at different shirts in the teacher niche because I want to show you how to actually use this in a print on demand type setting. I found this t-shirt which looks to be pretty popular, and it's this book with some butterflies and flowers coming out of it. So I thought, could I recreate this with AI? I went over to Midjourney into the Discord bot here, and I typed this in: a drawing of an open book, flowers growing out of it, butterflies above it, colorful sticker art, white background, 8K, and then using V4 of their AI technology. And this is what I was able to get. Now I worked with it a little bit, and I think I could go a step further to get this even closer to what I'm looking for, but I think this is pretty phenomenal. And if you ask me, I think this is actually probably a better piece of art than the one we see here on Etsy. And so what I would do in this situation is upscale one of these, take it out to Canva, remove the background, and then we could add some of this text that you see on here on the bottom. So this is just a quick example of how you can use AI to get some art done. And what I would recommend if you're wanting to add text to it and everything is just to take this image, put it into something like Canva or Photoshop, and then add your own text to it. And this is obviously really awesome because in the past, we'd have to draw something like this by hand, or we'd have to hire somebody to draw something like this. And with these tools, we can generate it right here. I could generate a million different versions, whatever I wanted to do in almost an instant. Now, Midjourney is my favorite one, and it creates some of the most incredible artwork that I've ever seen. And this is just a community feed that shows you kind of what other people are creating. And this stuff, you can actually hover over it and you can see what words are being used to create this kind of stuff. Like this image of a stormtrooper. It says stormtrooper as a vintage punk samurai, dark gray background, so on and so forth. And again, it's just incredible. A couple other tools that I have used briefly and that a lot of people are talking about in this category. One is called Hey, if you've just started up a Shopify print on demand store, or you're thinking about starting up a Shopify print on demand store and you need some additional help or pointers, I want to invite you to download our free 13-step cheat sheet over at shirtschool.com/cheat sheet. Now, we've recently updated this cheat sheet with new information, with special links to different softwares that we love and companies we recommend. And so this is a really helpful tool, kind of a checklist to help you check off each item as you're building building out your store and getting it ready for launch. So I definitely recommend that you go pick up this free cheat sheet over at shirtschool.com/cheat sheet. A couple other tools that I have used briefly and that a lot of people are talking about in this category. One is called playground.ai, and this is some of the community feed here of what people are actually creating. I wanted to show you this because I noticed this first one, which is a sticker, which would actually work really well with print-on-demand designs. But I've went into the animals category because some of the designs are not appropriate just in the general category. So we're just in the animals category. But look, this is unbelievable. I mean, some of this art is simply unbelievable and translates really well to print-on-demand. Another one that is out there is called Night Cafe. Now, I think Night Cafe, from my experience, is a little more advanced, maybe a little difficult to work with, but it does have some additional options if you're wanting to do some specific stuff. You see here on the create page that you can actually pick if you want to use stable diffusion, the DALL-E algorithm, if you want to use coherent, artistic, or style transfer. Style transfer is especially cool because you can upload a photo and it can kind of work off of that photo to create something maybe similar or with a similar look. There are tons of AI tools out there. I definitely encourage you to explore them. Most of them are pretty inexpensive, but this is a huge trend you should be jumping on right now. The number 2 trend is personalization. Personalization is such an incredible way to increase the value of your products. You'll be able to charge more and it creates a unique product, helps you stand out from the crowd, maybe your competitors. But personalization is simply allowing your shoppers to customize any certain element of a design. It adds that personal touch, and it can especially be used around any type of holidays like Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas, these different holidays, but also anniversaries and birthdays and Valentine's Day and those kind of days. So personalization is a really, really hot and trendy thing in print on demand, and you could create an entire business around personalizing a type of product. But this is something you could also add into your existing business if there is a way you can work in some personalized options on some of your designs. So this is a quick example of a product or a design that can be personalized. And this is over on Etsy. And this is kind of a Yeti style tumbler. But what they've done here is they have created a design, and this is going to be like a firefighter / America design. Side tip, combining niches is a really great way to stand out and to get more sales. And so they've created this design, firefighter and American flag design, and they enable you to actually put in your name or a certain name that you want to put on this tumbler. Now, this is a really, really easy thing to recreate for print on demand. And I guarantee this product right here is a print on demand product. And so you can select 20 ounce or 30 ounce, you can select a color, and then you can put a name or a word in right there. Now, the print on demand company I would recommend you use for personalization is called Gelato. Now, most print on demand companies don't actually have personalization options. This isn't something you're gonna find typically on all print on demand providers. But one company I found that does a really great job, and it's very intuitive and provides you a lot of options when it comes to personalization, is Gelato. Now, I'm gonna leave my affiliate link down in the description if you wanna try out Gelato and do some personalization. If you use my discount code Kerry, Kerry, you actually get 60% off your first order. That'll save you some money if you wanna order like some samples. That's a great way to do it with that discount code. Now, Gelato has many benefits that we're not gonna get into in this video, but they do ship internationally. They have facilities all around the world, distribution partners and print partners around the world. So they have some really cool features, but specifically, I just wanna talk about their personalization. They're gonna allow you to upload art files and then pick fonts and customize those and allow your shoppers to customize those right on your Shopify website, which is really cool. And so you can customize just about any product in their catalog, everything from t-shirts to wall art to phone cases to mugs and tumblers. All kinds of stuff can be personalized in many different ways on Gelato. One thing I do want to point out is with Gelato, you do need their Gelato Plus plan, which is going to run $14.99 per month or $139 per year. You do need that Plus plan to do most of the personalization options, but I have to say, in my experience, this is light years ahead of anything I've seen in the personalization category with other print-on-demand companies. And there are additional benefits you get for being a part of that Gelato Plus plan. You get 30% off all standard shipping. You get premium mockups. You get free graphics and stock images you can use in your designs. The premium fonts are a big one. With the free plan, you don't get a ton of fonts, but when you go up to that Gelato Plus plan, there is like almost an unlimited amount of different font styles that you can use, and those can be really, really helpful because you can also do designs from scratch in Gelato. So those premium fonts really help. And then you also get that advanced personalization tool, which allows you to do all the crazy personalization that your heart desires. So definitely recommend Gelato. It's been the best software that I've used specifically for personalized products. The third and final trend I want to talk to you about is custom branding. Now, when I say custom branding, what I'm talking about are a few different things. The simplest thing I'm talking about is putting a custom tag inside of the t-shirt or inside of an apparel item, but this also could be branding your packaging or putting some kind of insert into your package to just give a more premium experience, a premium feel to your company, to your brand. And when the customer gets that item, they're gonna feel like it is a much more premium product and they get that really high-end experience. And this can go a long way in building a high quality brand. Now, I think in most cases, if you're just selling t-shirts, putting designs on them, and you're not really creating a brand, a premium experience, I don't think this is really necessary. But I do think if you're wanting to charge a premium price and you're really wanting to create that branded, premium, high-end experience, I think you should consider doing some custom branding on your products. Now, similar to what I talked about in the last one, this isn't really available with a lot of print-on-demand providers. And I don't typically give this print-on-demand company love on this channel, but I'm gonna give them some love right now. I would say go with Printful if you want to do custom branding. Now, Printful, sometimes their prices can be high. I haven't typically been a huge fan, but they do offer some really cool branding options and they make it super easy. A couple of the benefits of Printful are that they do have these additional options that most print-on-demands don't have, and they also have really good quality and a really good app. So you do sometimes pay a premium price for their products, but you do get a really good experience. And so for that reason, I think a lot of people that want to do custom branding should consider going with Printful. It is the easiest and best option. So what can you do with Printful? Well, the first thing is this inside label on your apparel items. So you can they'll remove the tag. Let's say it's a Bell & Canvas shirt or whatever the shirt may be. They will actually remove that tag out and they will add your own custom label in there. That's gonna run you $2.49 per label. Now, if you were doing this on a t-shirt, you were adding a custom label, maybe you're printing on the front and back, you're creating this branded experience, this premium experience, you're going to be, needing to charge $40, $45 a t-shirt. So keep that in mind. Now, there's nothing wrong with doing that. I'm a fan of doing that. I think you should be charging a premium price. So there's nothing wrong with doing that, but I do want to make you aware that these aren't t-shirts you're going to be selling at $20, $25, or even $30. You're going to be at least in that $35 to $40 range to be selling t-shirts with these custom branding, and especially if you're doing front and back and a custom tag. Another great branding option you can do with Printful is custom packaging. You can put your logo, you can put your social media, different things on the package to actually give it that more premium branded experience. And so that's another thing you can do with Printful. And the last thing I want to touch on that you can do with Printful are custom inserts. You might insert a card into your package that gives them a discount on their next order. You might put in a thank you note, something like that, or additional things like stickers or whatever you want to do. You can actually insert something into the package. Now, again, keep in mind, you might be getting really excited right now. It's so great. I want to do this, and that's amazing. I want you to do it. But just remember, every additional little touch that you add with a company like this, it's going to increase the price. And so you shouldn't be afraid of that or shy away from that, but just understand you're going to have to charge a very high and premium price, but you're going to be creating a premium experience for your customers. So that luxury experience. And so I definitely encourage you to try it, but that wraps up my third trend that you should be paying attention to in print on demand. Thank you so much for watching today. If you got any value at all out of this video, I wanna ask you to just leave a soft tap on the like button. You don't have to smash it as other YouTubers say, just leave a soft tap on the like button, and also consider subscribing to the channel. We're putting out new videos all the time. We're also putting out podcast episodes each week. So you wanna make sure you're subscribed here and hit the bell icon to make sure you get notified when new videos release. See you soon.